All right, so hey everybody, hey, welcome back, welcome back. We're now tuning into 7.13 Royalty Radio. I'm your host, jiggyprince, also known as Joe Nathan Debris. And we come back with another interview, man, and we have somebody special in the building, a little bit on location and everything. Someone that, hold close, I call a friend and everything, and he's very talented. And you can go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man? Lazy POV. It's good to be here, man. Like, it's been a minute since I seen you, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
it's
So
facts. Yeah, it's facts, bro. I think the last time it's been like over 6 months and stuff. But I'm glad to be here again. I mean, like to see you progress in what you do. So just to let everybody know here on 7.13 Royalty Radio, what exactly do you do, man?
Man, so I'm a music producer. I'm also a mix engineer, live engineering as well. Right now I just produce music. I try to work with all different types of genres. I try to stay diverse with a lot of music. So I work with R&B, I work with pop, hip hop, trap. I work with anything you can throw at me. I'm ready to work with it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, bro. Cause shoot, bro. Honestly, to let people know, let them know how did we meet, bro. I did the last show I did with the last person I interviewed. I always start out, how do we meet, bro?
Bro, it's so funny because we met over FaceTime.
Yeah, it's facts, bro.
This was when I wasn't even in North Carolina at the time. I was in Florida.
Yeah.
I was in Orlando. He was still in North Carolina. He was in Charlotte.
Yeah, I was in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was at Johnson Wales University, man.
And on the phone, I was just I was talking to one of my friends, and I was just like, "Hey, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, he cool," because I would hear him talking in the background, and he would be agreeing with me and stuff like that. I'm like, "Yo, this dude mad cool. Who is this you talking about?"
Yeah, I think the first thing we connected was like, "Yo, you like Party?"
Yeah, exactly.
Party Next Door. It's
exactly.
like, hell yeah, bro. Like Party Next Door. So what's your favorite song? I was like, yo, well, it's District, bro.
Anybody who tells me they like Party Next Door, you automatically cool with me.
Yeah, yeah, facts, bro. Yeah, I just remember shoot, bro. I was showing pictures of you young. Like, who's this?
Yeah.
Like young pictures. Like you probably maybe in middle school. So I'm like, that's this person?
Yep.
I'm like, nah, bro. That man came a long way and shit.
A long way.
And stuff. I think from there, I think I started listening to your music, bro. At the time, I think you just put out your Interstellar beat album.
Yeah.
And stuff. How did that How did you even get there and come up with concept and shit?
As far as making the producer album, I was always thinking about making a project like that. I'm really into space. I'm really into what goes on outside of what we see.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to make something that was really just out of this world. I wanted to make something that made you feel that you were really in space, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, because when I was listening to it, bro, it was I went and listened to it. I think I was working that time. Yeah, I was working at a place, and it's called Bugler's Bagels, and they allowed me to use some headphones. I was listening to it, and then something did tell me later that night, just turn off all the lights in my dorm and shit.
Yeah,
and I had my own dorm to me at the time. Turn off all the lights, have it all dark, and listen to it. I was like, yeah, this is it.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted people to feel like. I was really the whole time I was making the project, I made a bunch of different songs, just trying to figure out what type of space type of vibe I was going for. But I wanted the beginning to feel like you was taking off. I wanted the middle of the project to feel like you was in orbit and you was already in space. Seeing a bunch of different planets, moons, stars, all of that, and then I wanted the end of it to just you finally see the beauty of whatever you was looking for.
Yeah.
And so it was that whole thing was just a huge trip.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It did take me on the trip 100%. I was when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, this is very it's it's storytelling through music though. And I was
exactly.
This is a lot of people don't know how to do that, man. And I was like, this is amazing, yo. I'm flipping through things, and at the time, when I was listening to it, that was maybe a week before I started the show and everything. Like I did my little Kickstarter like a week afterwards because I was on your SoundCloud and I was just like listening to everything. And I was like, I need like an instrumental while I'm talking, like something I can talk over that's very smooth, not too overly bouncy. And as I was going through your catalog, I'm like, yo, this one Airlines, bro. That was like, and anybody that listens to the show from the beginning, from show 1 all the way to show 5, you'll hear the beginning instrumental that was by Lazypov himself. Like the intro song is by him. Like that was the like number one thing that made me go ahead and start the show. So thanks to this man right here,
Yo,
man.
Come on, man.
No, I'm just being real. Thanks to this man right here, I have my intros, man. My intros that make everything so smooth and that everybody likes is due to this man and his creativity with instrumentals, man.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that. Like, it's really one thing to make music, but it's different, like, to have people that realize, like, kind of like resonate with what you create. Yeah. It feels it is different because you kind of make music for you, but when you have people that kind of like, when you have that group of people that really just like appreciate the same things you appreciate it, you have a different respect for it.
Yeah, and it was just like, I was like, dang, this dude, dang, we kind of like the same things and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, that's what's up, Like I saw like the friendship kind of like build from there. Yeah. And then like with music wise, I was like, yo, I actually right away, I was like, yo, you mind if I use it? He's like, yo, go ahead. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna send you the link when I'm done everything, like for the Kickstarter. And he was like, yo, you told me, yo, I like it, bro. Like, keep it up. Because at first I really, really wasn't gonna keep up with everything. I was just maybe try it and just leave it how it was. That's the mind frame I was in. But he was like, no, bro, you gotta continue this. I'm like, all right, cool. Like you and a few other people, like Rome, shout out to Rome, bro, childhood friend. You can follow him at Who Is Rome on Instagram. Like him, Lazy POV. Follow him at Lazy POV on Instagram, man. Go, hey, rack up his stuff, man, and stuff. But you guys were the main people that told me to keep on pushing, man. Like I was like, dang, I really appreciate it,
bro. Most definitely, bro. Cause like you, like just from you recording the first episode, like it was just something else with that. Like you could tell that this was something that should not just stop after the first one, especially with like you could just see where it could go. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing where it is now, like just look at where it was before and look at the progress you've made up to there.
Yeah, because I never really thought I'll be doing like little interviews and stuff like that. Yeah. Or just going with people and just like checking out things and collabing with different people. Like the last interview I did with Infinite Designs, I never thought I'll meet somebody who does photography and videography, and stuff like that. And it was just something new, like where this took me. People was loving it. When I told people about it, people would ask me, oh, you have a little radio show that you play music on? Yo, I do music, let me get on there. I'm like, all right, go ahead, no problem. I don't charge. Everything is, it's not about the money over here, it's about the art. And that's what I like, to do with the show and stuff.
That's real dope, bro. Like, I really see like how much further this can go. Really, like I say this, like just don't stop doing this right here. This is going real far.
Yeah. I remember, because people go on my SoundCloud, they'll be like, might be kind of confused or differently from my YouTube, because my SoundCloud started off with me just putting songs up there and stuff like that. Yeah. And even with me sending you, I remember like for like maybe 3 weeks straight, bro, I was sending you like clips of audio, files of me, me singing or me rapping or whatever and stuff over, and we like, it was like little experimental for myself and you, so like for practice. And that's how I was thinking, like, yo, just use me as a, practice on to get better. So when you go to other people, you be on point and stuff. It's like, cause I want everybody that I work with, I want them to be at their best, and stuff.
Most definitely, bro. I really appreciate that too. Just like being able to have that opportunity to like just have somebody to help you get better. Yeah. At anything, bro. Like having somebody in your corner, like, yo, I got something for you. Like, see if you can do something to this. It's appreciated a lot.
I wanted to test your creativity. I remember that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Like, see how far you can go with this, because I don't want you to like limit it in a box. That's the one thing I never wanted for anybody who's a creative. Period. You don't want to be stuck in like a box to where you can't get out of it after a while. Or you might have a creative block for a little while. But I just want to like inspire people to not have that block anymore. Like, hey, try some of this, see what comes to mind and just let it flow. Don't don't try to make it into something that it's not. Just let everything flow how it is. And since then, like, we'll send stuff back and forth to each other, like, yo, bro, what you think about this? You be like, yo, I mess with that heavy and everything and stuff like that. Send it through text message or whatever, we do stuff like that,
Definitely.
I have a main question for you, just to let everybody know. So where do you see yourself being maybe within like a year or two? Like, what do you have in mind for like your goals and stuff?
A year from now, I don't even plan on being like where I am right now as far as like where I live. I don't even plan on being in the same state.
Yeah.
I plan on moving out. A year from now, I really see myself working more with live production.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been looking at a few jobs with that, just to really work on my skill with that,
Yeah.
It's also a good way to like help with networking, but so that's really what I see myself doing in a year with that. And I also see myself like working with a lot more people.
Yeah.
As far as like making music, because it's been kicking off.
Yeah.
I've been making a lot of progress this year. As much as I tell myself that I'm not, I really am. Like,
yeah, no, bro. I tell you all the time, like, bro, I see where you started and where you came from, and it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Me going like through your YouTube catalog of just beats and like everything, I was like, from the first one that you posted up all the way to the newest one that you just dropped, there's a big growth that I see. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
I like, dang, I'm actually watching. I know this person, and I'm actually watching them grow, as an artist and stuff. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. I love it, man. I love every being just like somebody who's watching and possibly a part of it, and stuff. I think the other question I had, since you don't, a lot of people like to stay in their state and stuff like that. So, what genre do you mess with the most? Like, I know some people mess with hip hop, indie, alternative, stuff like that. But what is your like most, like, what you would say your favorite genre of music and stuff?
Bro, R&B, like, I love it. Like, that's just I love doing that. Like, even when I started making music, that's what I wanted to make music as. Like, that's the genre I wanted to work on.
Yeah.
But one thing that I can say though is I'm actually like low key into pop music.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's real exciting for me. I'm able to make like the different rhythms and stuff that you can make in pop. Like, I don't know, it's like a thrill, because it's something that I'm not used to, and because of that, I have more fun working on it, and I'm like, because I want to do it.
What music did you grow up on? Because I know for me, like, the type of music that I do make on the side, that I'll show you and everything, like, the music I grew up on was neo soul. Like, I didn't get into like hip hop really until I was like 17.
Yeah.
I'm 21 right now, so as been a short amount of time that I've been introduced to hip hop. I was mainly neo soul, Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, Sade. These are the artists that I listened to on the frequently when I was growing up, and that influenced my music. So, who would you say that you listen to, and like that influences your music now?
I was a gospel child, man. So I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Fred Hammond, Israel Houghton, Ty Tribbett, Kirk Franklin.
Oh yeah, Ty Tribbett. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I listened to Donnie McClurkin, Mary. Just a lot of them.
Yeah.
As far as like what really inspired me into making the music I do now is when I really tapped into R&B later on. So I didn't really get into like hip hop and stuff like that until I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I missed out on so much music though.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is like, yo, you know this song? And I'm like,
nah. Yeah, I feel the same way, man.
Yeah,
like yeah, you know this song? Yeah,
you know, and like I'll be like, y'all know about some Tone? Like that's a gospel artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like everybody be like, no, who was that? You feel, so, but as far as like what inspired me was, like I'm gonna be real, like Party Next Door was really what got me into like I want to make music like that.
Yeah, he's extremely talented. Like,
and if he ever hears this, bro, like we gotta work.
Yeah.
We have to work.
Facts.
But one thing, like as far as when I did listen to gospel music though, I was inspired by the musicianship.
Yeah.
Very talented musicians in the gospel industry.
Yeah. You're right.
They definitely like utilize their craft. But I also, because I listen to so much, when I would play like wrestling games and stuff like that, I would listen to I like the rock music up there.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Like SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Yeah, stuff like that. So like that inspired me to like really like have a different idea of like being more diverse with what I put out. So like, you know, really getting into Metallica, Breaking Benjamin. Yeah. You know, Zebrahead, all of that stuff. Like it just really like it really like widen my variety of like what I can add to music.
Yeah, I think you know, to be a more versatile artist, like you gotta listen to a little bit of everything.
You
like,
do.
Like my favorite alternative rock is Coldplay. I love Coldplay, man. You know? Another group I love is Paramore. Haley Williams. Oh my God.
You listen to Paramore?
Yeah, right. Hey, yo, my favorite song is "That's What You Get," bro.
Yo,
that's my favorite song by Paramore, man. Like that. Then you got One Republic. You know, favorite song by them is It's Going Down. Then you got, you know, Imagine Dragons. I think it's Imagine Dragons. I'm probably messing it up. Like, I'm probably screwing their name all the way up.
No, I think it's Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, it is? Okay, cool. Yeah, them. Of course, Green Day.
Yeah.
Fallout, you know. And so, like, you know, there's these people I listen to, but people will never know. It's like on a low, you know, stuff like that. But then R&B, I did listen to R&B too, of course, because R&B and neo soul kind of like go together. But neo soul has a specific sound and stuff like that. Yeah. And I like that sound, and I try to incorporate it into the my music. I know the song that you know you like the most, that Every Single Day. That's all neo soul right there. You know, something like that. And music like in the '70s, like Bobby Caldwell, Bobby Womack. You know, these are artists I like. You know, who else? Of course, everybody loves Michael Jackson.
Of course.
You know, Marvin Gaye. You know, these are artists that I feel like our generation, you know, like people from 30 years old and under, they don't honestly like truly listen to them like they should. Like they might be heard it from their moms, but they don't really like go back and listen and stuff. And I had to go back and listen, you know. Stuff,
definitely, bro.
It was just you know, there's so much, bro. There's so much that you can think of, like when it comes to impact on your music, bro. Because when I listen to you, like I was like, I've never heard it before, but then you can see elements of where you've grabbed things and you know and made it your own, and that's what I like about your music, bro. Like everything that you do, like I was like, it's him. It's definitely him, but you can see where he was inspired from, you know.
Yeah. Even honestly, like even with as far as like being inspired off of stuff, like when I make music, I don't even think that like I don't even really realize that I'm kind of like using the people that I'm inspired off of. I kind of just like create what's me, you know, what feels like me.
Yeah.
I used to try to go for a certain type of feel. Like of course you know, when I work with R&B, I kind of want to like have a certain type of idea, but when anything other than that, like when I work with alternative like electronic pop music,
Yeah.
I kind of just like to create what's me.
Yeah, just go
like,
with the flow and everything. Just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna add this sound and I like that. Okay, and you add more sounds to it
Yeah,
and stuff like
you
that.
just
I
add
can
more to it. Yeah.
like 100%, understand that because, like I said, with this, you made me tap into like more of the producing side and stuff with me, making melodies and stuff like that. I know that for me, I always started with drawing because I went to the Art Institute of Charlotte, then transferred to Johnson Wales University. I think I majored in what's called it was something arts. I forget. That's how how much I wasn't into that shit because I forgot about it already.
Yeah.
But like I was always into arts. Period. Everything about art, and I draw. Like I need to get back into that too. Like drawing again. But I was always into audio. Like mixing with audio and like, chopping things up and making abstract sounds and stuff. So that you led me back to where my original thoughts was being. Now I'm end up doing the radio show, and I love this. Listening to different people, music, seeing how talented individuals are out here.
Yeah.
So, I think another main question I have for you: if you could work with anybody, I would say top five people you could work with, non-industry, industry, doesn't matter. Who would you work with?
Top 5. All right. So, number 1, I have to again. I cannot stress this enough. I would definitely work with Party.
Yeah.
Party Next Door.
Yeah.
I would really like to work with I would really like to work with OVO Sound in general.
Yeah.
Just to be a part of that. Just to see how they make music. How they work. Just how they vibe. I would also I'll name them out individually just to get the numbers out. So 1, Party. Number 2, of course, Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
3, but I want to work with his producer, engineer Noah 40.
40, yeah.
I want to work with him.
40's, he dope, bro.
I'm definitely inspired by how he works and how he's built himself up. He's a really great producer engineer.
Like go under like a mentorship or something like that. Under like
I would definitely be down to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That would be real cool. Number 4 and 5. Who else do I really want to work with, man? Who do I really listen to like that? Like,
shoot.
Let me see. I would probably work with. I don't even know, man. I know that's on my top 3 though. Like, I know that's my top 3.
Yeah, I already knew what number 1 was.
I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one real fast, man.
All right, hey man, that's real though. You just like there's so many people that you listen to. Sure, I know. For me speaking, top 5, people I could possibly work with is definitely Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Music Soul Child would be second. Number 3 would actually be Shmino. I mess with that man heavy, man. Like Shmino. See, man, dang, man, there's so many people.
Yeah, I'm trying to check my playlist right now to see.
Like, hey, man, do it, man. Definitely Shmino. That man's too dope, bro. Definitely Cole on a vibe type thing, like he might have some like an R&B joint, but then he'll rap in between there. Who else, man? There's so many people, man. Well, R.I.P. before he passed, I would definitely would have wanted to work with X and Peep, and I think the last person would possibly, it's crazy. Last person is actually a YouTuber.
Really?
Yeah, I'm Dante. Yeah. I love I'm Dante, man. Yeah, I would definitely would like to work with I'm Dante, man. Like he's just dope.
I think I want to work with Beyonce.
Hey,
I want to work with Beyonce. I feel like she puts together great production too.
Oh yeah, absolutely amazing.
I want to be around that because of course you can work with people that be like, yo, send me a beat. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I wanna see like I wanna really like, you know, just sit and work with her. I feel like she's gonna like let you know what she's really looking for. Of course, you're gonna have other artists that do that too, but I really want to see how she does things. You know,
Yeah. Her creative process.
her creative process.
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing is watching the creative process of somebody.
Yeah.
I think another person, like for me, their music has to be like a lot of soul. Oh dang, I forgot to add. Dang, I had to rearrange that list. So definitely be first, Erykah Badu. Okay, Music Soul Child second, Andre 3000 is third.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's crucial. Yeah, Andre. Damn, I literally just thought about that one too. Fourth would definitely be Childish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Childish Gambino, bro. Donald, yeah, he's amazing, talented. I mean, one of the most like multi-talented persons I know. Like, he's dope, And I'll say number 5 would be, of course. Oh, dang, man, there's so many.
Yeah. Right. It's tough.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, when I was in the 4th grade, bro, Kanye was my
Kanye is still. Hey, I mean,
he was my like mentor. I looked up to that man, like all the way and stuff, like to the T. So just work with him musically, that would be good. Like just to see how they do things in the studio. Then after him, probably like definitely Party.
Yeah.
It's like there's too many people even to name, like Jennifer Hudson. Oh yeah, just singers, vocalists. Then you got producers. Like Monty Booker. That's him and Shmino together all the time. So that'd be like a one and done thing right there. Stuff like that.
Bro, okay, so I got it. You know what I'm saying? So it would definitely be, you would have Party, 40, Beyonce. You got. I really want to work with T-Pain.
Ooh.
I want to work with T-Pain, but I want to perform live with T-Pain though. Like if he ever needs like a full band, I want to play the saxophone with T-Pain. One day, man. I feel like that would be real dope.
That's bro. Even you just saying that's dope because he's an underrated GOAT, bro. Yeah, he's underrated. Bro.
He's nice.
Yeah, like
he is nice.
He plays instruments, bro.
He
he can actually sing. People don't realize this man can actually sing. He just did the auto-tune because he messed with it. Stuff like that. But like T-Pain is underrated, bro. He's underrated. He deserves a lot more credit than he gets, man. And stuff. He's an innovator. Really, everybody use auto-tune now. If it wasn't for T-Pain, really people wouldn't be up on auto-tune like that, So
yeah, because he really like. I don't even want to get started in that, man. T-Pain, like he really like studied. He studied the art of auto-tune. He really like he knows like why some notes don't go with others. Like he really knows what he really knows what he's doing. He's not just using it.
I think me and you talked about that on the phone one time.
Did.
Like, it was like
I really appreciate that about him.
Yeah, he's just like he's one of those creators where he's so serious about what he does. He'll take time out to research, like and study things before he actually go in and try to mess with it or something like that.
Yeah,
and he's been doing it for like so long, man. He's so young, bro.
Yo, did you hear about his tour?
No, bro.
He didn't even that junk. He canceled his tour because he didn't get enough sales.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, I would have went if I knew about it.
Man, hey, people need to, be. They not woke up with T-Pain because they feel like. I feel like people feel like he's kind of like fell off and stuff, but he's a creative, bro.
Still
like
creates great music.
Like, I don't think really creative can actually fall off, bro. They just fall off from what mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
Mainstream is, but like as an artist. He could pop up in somebody's studio and give somebody a fire-ass verse or something like that, or a fire-ass hook, or write something for somebody, and just be like, yo, I don't know, bro. Like, to me, you can never fall off as a creative, man, because you're always creating, man, and stuff like that. So, I don't know what people say, but he's definitely an underrated GOAT, in the music industry, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like, he's one of my favorite. I can't believe I forgot about that, bro. You just reminded me.
T-Pain is official.
Yeah, man.
He's so official.
It's like, yo, he's a good one. I think another person who is phenomenal and stuff when it comes to making music and creative process, period. Like, he's an artist all around. Chris Brown, bro.
Brown, yeah.
He's up there. You know, he's if he's not on icon level yet, he's probably on legendary. You know, but most likely, you know, he's almost up there on the icon level, like for R&B period. You know, like. You know that little talk they had, like kings of R&B and shit. You know, if there had to be any like kings of, you know, definitely Chris Brown had to be one of them, bro. You know, he has to be, bro. Because when you think about R&B singers, who do you think about? Like Chris Brown, like.
For me, when it comes to like even that whole conversation about R&B, I feel like R&B is completely different than like the modern R&B is completely different than what it was.
Yeah.
You know, like. This is more of like what we got now is more of like, you know how like Bryson Tiller has his trap soul type.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more of like a trap induced R&B.
That's more of what it's like now, you know. But when you really look at like R&B, man, it's just it's a beautiful thing in itself. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna knock what we have now, but like for me, true R&B, man.
I think that's why I said Chris Brown, because he started off with that, you know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I ain't gonna. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He did though.
Yeah, like
he really
so, like,
did.
He's like a person that we saw that went from original R&B to what we have now.
Yeah.
And stuff, and he still incorporates his originality, like where he started from. He still incorporates that. Like when I found out like his writing process and what he does in studio, I was like, yo, this man is.
Yo, Chris Brown did go crazy, man.
Yo, that man he is an alien, bro. Like straight up, he's an alien when it comes to artistry, man.
Yeah.
Like he's ridiculous, man.
Real dope.
And stuff. Let's see. I think that's pretty much. That's all the questions I have for you, bro. To be honest with you, you know, I know that with people, you can tell people where they can find you at and stuff like that. But just let everybody know at 7.13 Royalty Radio, everybody that listens, like, you know, let them know where they can find your stuff at.
Man, you can find me on all platforms. Honestly, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Twitter, Snapchat. You know, everything at Lazy POV.
Hey,
YouTube channel's growing. Got about like I got like 240 subscribers now.
Yeah, I was like, get that man to 300, man. Get that man to 300.
I know it's a small number right now, but we as far as views and interactive content, it's like pretty good, man. It's like 75K right now.
Ooh, that's crazy. All together?
Yeah, all together.
Oh, that's nuts, bro. I believe if I'm not mistaken, like one of them got like 4K, right? One video?
Okay. One video has 44K.
Oh my.
Another
goodness.
one has.
That's crazy.
Another one has 11K. Another one has.
That's nuts, bro.
12K, something like that.
And that's only for like 248 subscribers.
Yeah. About 240 subscribers.
You know, hey man, subscribe to this man. You know, everywhere you find him at, you know, all the platforms, follow this man.
Definitely working,
subscribe.
man. And then one other person I got to shout out to Royalty, official Royalty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. we are working. We're making a lot of music right now. We're making a lot of progress. He's a great artist.
Yeah.
Like really, I could go on all day about like how good he is in his artistry. You know what I'm saying. He's getting a lot done right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Katzvert, great videographer, editor. Shout out to the Numb, fashion designer. He also creates graphic design art. Yeah, man. Man. It's just cool. It's cool to have a group of family. You know what I'm saying? That is all in the creative field with you, and you know you all have your goals and what you want to do together, and you're all gonna like help each other grow.
And it's beautiful because I know every single person you just know. Like you just
yeah.
Like, you know, so I'm like, yo, hey man, shout out to everyone, man.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Shout out to everybody. Also, shout out to Official Kai. Shout out to Killer Jade. You know what I'm saying? Official Kai, that's my girlfriend. Man. They're both in the modeling industry. You know, great. They're both great.
Hey, man, that's dope, man. Dope.
Shout out to everybody, man. I can't call out everybody, but you know.
Yeah. Hey, you know, we forgot some people. Hey, man, don't don't feel some type of way, man. It's just, you know, showing love to everybody that we can name right now, you know, and stuff. But hey, man, I really do appreciate you, you know, just, you know, being able to interview you, man. Like I said, you know, on a friendship level, man. Like I just, you know, truly appreciate you I be able to call you a friend and stuff, you know.
Dang, man, yeah, that means a lot, man. I really I appreciate the opportunity of just being able to just work with you and just being there as a friend in general.
Honor, and much is appreciated. You don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Stuff, hey, man. But hey, you know, unfortunately, we come to the end of the interview and stuff like that. Hey, man, it was a pleasure having you and stuff. And hopefully in the future, you know, we'll do more and stuff like that. You'll definitely see more of Lazypov on my channel, you know, and stuff about him and stuff like that, you know.
Man, make sure y'all tune in to 7.13 Royalty Radio, man. If you're not watching this, I don't know what y'all doing right now.
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. But hey, with that, man, hey, it's Joe Nathan Debris, also known as Jiggy Prince on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in, and we're signing out.